So he's a 21-year-old American from a Peruvian Jamaican descent, and he's a candidate for state senate in Florida District 33 in the August 2020 primary. Stephen Meza joins us now via Zoom to tell us what's going on. Good morning, Stephen.
Good morning. Hi, guys. How are you?
We're fine. It's Meza. Did I get the last name right?
Yes, you said it perfectly.
All right. Thanks. Peruvian Jamaican. Explain.
So, yes, my mother is Jamaican. My father is Peruvian. They met about, if I'm correct, in the 80s. My dad was working overseas in Jamaica, and they happily fell in love, and they immigrated over to America together to start a new life.
Do you know where in Jamaica your mom's from?
Yes, she's from the parish of St. Catherine over in Old Harbor Bay. She grew up there her whole life, and I believe she left around when she was 18.
You've been to Jamaica?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Have you been to Jamaica?
Yes, I actually have. I've been there when I was around a little kid, maybe around 7 or 10 years old. So I've been there a few times, not as much as I'd like to go, though.
Okay.
All right, Stephen. Pretty young man taking on a big job. Why at this age would Stephen get up and say, I want to run for a Senate seat?
Really good question. Well, honestly, there's been a lot that's been going on, as we've seen through this whole crazy year of 2020. But a lot of it has to deal with the fact that, one, our generation needs a seat at the table. Two, we need to address the things that are happening in the future. So trying to make sure we have a foundation now to address them. Of course, the other reasons why is I just don't see the leadership and the effectiveness of our current Democratic leaders and incumbent here in the district. So for me, I just decided to take the initiative, really show people that, especially young people, that it doesn't matter about age or money or where you are in the society. You have the ability to run and change your life and really impact your community regardless of everything. And that's what's really been driving me for this, making sure that I get the change necessary for my community.
Yeah, double-barrel question, Stephen. Where did the love of politics come from, and what do you do right now?
Oh, that's actually a good question. So I'm actually currently a student at Florida Atlantic University. I'm studying philosophy with a minor in business law. So I'm trying to stay very well-rounded. I like hearing the other side of the argument. So for me, I'm currently a student. I'm working part-time like everybody else. So I'm a regular person here in Florida, not a bunch of money to support me. So I completely get the circumstances going on, but I'm currently just a student, and I'm hoping to just show other students that everything is possible.
Do you think that's something that's going to work to your advantage or to your disadvantage? That more young people will see you, and so you'll get that youth support going into Senate? Or do you think people are going to say, oh, he should just run for guild president at his university? He's too young.
Well, it works both ways. It's a lot of ageist remarks and, how people perceive my age in terms of experience or, just life goals and experience. So, I mean, the argument is swayed. I do believe a lot of people are looking for somebody younger within politics. Mm-hmm. I do believe it's beneficial for, the young community to see that there is somebody of their age, of their generation running. But I mean, it definitely goes back and forth. So I don't feel like I have any favorability or anything, but I definitely know that being young definitely has an effect on this race. So I'm using it to my full advantage every way possible.
It definitely has an effect being young?
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
You said it definitely has an effect being young?
Yes, it definitely does. It's a good and a positive one, always.
I'm going to guess that you're a Democrat.
Yes, I am.
How confident are you that you will get the job done?
I am 100% confident in my abilities, especially for the fact that I believe I'm bringing one of the biggest things missing in politics. It's malleability. A lot of politicians are stuck in their ideological views and they refuse to go ahead and continue to grow with the times. So for me, I honestly am hoping that the fact that I am young, the fact that I don't have a solid ideology and it's continuously being fluid, that for me allows me to look at everything from a different perspective, like how you guys were saying about being a good friend, being inclusive, being equitable, and being, providing the equality that we need. So honestly, I don't feel like experience. It's a matter of what your passion and dedication is to really get the job done.
Yeah. I know you're passionate about education. You're also passionate about the environment. What are some of the key issues that you believe you'll use this seat to address in Florida?
There's so many, and that's specifically why I chose the state Senate. So we are not numbered to a specific amount of bills we can enter in the legislative session. So honestly, I have a million and one ideas to really change our Florida infrastructure, our laws, and environmentally, making sure that we support public education, providing the necessary funds. I have so many ideas. There's so many things to possibly do. I don't even know where to start to tell you, but I want everybody to know, including you guys, that when I get in the seat, I am promising to introduce every idea every single session, because we have to put in the effort, we have to show the work, and we have to let people know that there is somebody still working for them, regardless of the circumstances. And that's what people are really looking for. Our politicians have eroded a lot of the credibility that it brings to our societies, but to show people that there is somebody still fighting for you is really truly what I'm hoping for, because we need to restore hope in everybody, knowing that their elected officials can bring the change they need.
Yeah.
Yep.
How important is it for someone of mixed descent, as you are, Stephen, to be in a seat representing a state like Florida that predominantly has people from all over the world living in the state?
I really feel like I get the best perspective, especially because I am Jamaican. I live in Broward County, so we have a very large Caribbean population. So I understand everybody on a very personal level. Being Hispanic helps a lot too, because I completely understand the mesh of our cultures, and it's a really unique thing to have in this state. And I think it gives me a very different perspective to see being somebody who's Black, being somebody who's Hispanic, and also just being an American that has these different views. I think it will enable me to continue to do the work that I'm hoping to do in the future, but also to allow me to talk to my constituents in a way where it is a real understanding. It's not just about the clout or the talking points. I'm making sure that somebody feels reassured that there's somebody who looks like them representing them.
Stephen, how far you want to take this? What happens if you lose? Are you thinking that you might want to even be the president of the United States sooner than later, or sooner or later? How far you want to take
Yes.
this?
I mean, we all want to be the president. I mean, I would love to go ahead. But so I didn't initially start in politics. I wanted to be a doctor, but I just realized that this is what I wanted to do, because it had such an effect on my generation, and to see us not have a seat at the table. But I'm hoping that, win or lose, I continue what I'm, passionate about, which is just really being a public servant. Whatever I can do to help my community, make sure that we're moving forward together. That's just a big staple for me. So, I mean, if I win this seat, when I win this seat, I am going to proudly represent this community, and win or lose, I am still going to proudly represent this community, and make sure people know that, young, old, regardless, we all have the ability to get into the community and really make a change.
Final question from me, Stephen. Why should I vote for Stephen Meza?
So the reason why you should vote for Stephen Meza, if you believe in a proper public education system for your kids, if you believe in sustaining and protecting their environment for their future, if you believe in making sure that you have the infrastructure as a society to support and adapt to climate change, to adapt to the times, to accommodate the new issues within the community, I'm asking you to vote for me, because these are the staples of who we are. This is what we need to do to push forward and to move forward as a society. And on top of everything else, we need somebody who's genuine, active, and engaged, who is willing to work for the people. And I am passionate. I am willing to work full time. And this is not a part-time position. And I have all the energy and drive to really make sure I bring home the change you're looking for. So that's why you should vote for me.
The folks who are watching in Florida on One Spot Media, the Jamaicans who are watching here who have relatives in Florida, how do they find you? How do they engage with you, Stephen, to support you or to get more information on your campaign?
Well, I'm pretty sure, just like you guys, coronavirus has hit very hard in terms of our communities. So for us, it's nothing monetary. A lot of it is word of mouth. A lot of it is sharing. A lot of it is using social media. The tools that we have at hand are free to really continue to keep the conversation going in our communities. So personally, I mean, I do have a relationship with our Jamaican community here, and not as extensive as I'd like it to be because the roots run so deep. So there's still a lot more to learn. But I mean, we are working together for sure to really make sure that we have somebody who looks like them, represents them, understands their cultural background, has them as a representative. I know that we've been looking for somebody new to really champion our community. And I'm just really hoping I get the chance to do that regardless of, you know, how I look or who I am, because deep down, I am a Jamaican and a Peruvian and an American.
Well, Stephen, I'm not a young man, but I hope I'll be able to say, that's Senator. I knew him. I know him very well. I actually interviewed him. So good luck, my friend. And after you win the seat, we will have another chat. Stay safe.
Thank you so much, guys. You have a great morning.
You too.
Stephen Meza.
Smile, Jamaica.
The state Senate seat in Florida District 33 in the August 2020 primary. Maybe we can vote for him from right.
You know, we know about voting. Up next, we're going to make a fun stop with our Control Tower Challenge.
Whatever that
You
is.
can stay for that one. We're so
Whatever that is.